Well, Coach, any Florida resident will tell you that afternoon pop-up showers and storms are the norm, and that's exactly what we have right now. Actually expecting a pretty steady rain throughout today here in Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Set up, 18 Gator.
45. Coming in.
Greystone travel. Snap.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
At the 48-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Rabbit.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Safe.
On 2nd and 9, Rosen. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And this is Cook with a grab. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41.
Under crunch.
On the carry, it's Cook. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Cook. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Check.
Quarter.
To throw is Rosen. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, then maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry. Now you got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Alert, 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 alert.
95, Mike, watch 95. Focus, defense, focus.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He's got the first down inside the 10. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Mayfield to throw it. Now he's got it. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his third touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
We play to win.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now on 2nd and 13. Rosen, a screen to Bell. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
Hug, hug.
I'm coming. 45.
Right.
Mike, 45. Watch the pass. 45, 45, 45, Mike, 45.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Check.
Alert, alert, alert.
Check. 45. Mike.
On 3rd down, Rosen. And he's got his man, Hilton. Hilton's first catch, good for a first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Rosen now 5 of 6. Very accurate since taking over, and he's got his guys a first down.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 50.
Monday.
In your face.
Shift. Watch the shift.
Now Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Denzel Perryman. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Mike, number 50. Alert.
53's the Mike. 53. Check 53.
I'm coming.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Let's get this.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. Shakes off the sack. He may try and run for this. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice and meetings talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Get your swerve on.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott.
I got
And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
King.
Hey, 58 is the Mike. Well, 58 is the
Hey, Charlie.
What's the run?
They go play action. Mayfield.
Watch the screen.
And that is incomplete.
Mayfield's pass intended for
On fourth down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And it's fielded at the 34. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Too little, cut. 36, 36.
Watch the edge.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Anthony Barr in on the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch the edge, watch the edge.
45's the mic.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
45. Mike, 45.
Now it's Rosen. Oh, he stays up. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Back.
Hey, alert.
Switch gears.
From the gun, it's Rosen. That's caught. It's Malone. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Motion, bump. Monday.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
You ready?
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Watch the run.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. That'll be complete to Cook. And some room to maneuver. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Dalvin Cook, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
95's the Sanders. No, check. He's Mike.
Stay with your man. Hurry. Hey, alert 33. Hey, Foxtrot.
95's Mike. Watch 95.
Done.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Mayfield on play action. Trying to lay one up deep. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded at the 20. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
I'm coming after you.
Under 10. 10. Check your hot read.
They start the drive with Cook. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Watch the run. They're running it.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Hey, alert.
Now Rosen. Pressure comes, and down goes Rosen. Denzel Perryman picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. Eluding the pressure right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Hey, I said,
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
1st down, Houston.
Pistol. He can't hang.
First down, Mayfield. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Let's go. Let's do this.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
It's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Austin Safarian Jenkins. His second touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
2nd and 5 now. Rosen completes it to Hardman. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Now Parkey for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game, 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Mayfield.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
That'll be caught by Cup. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Let's go.
Give him 32 on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays? Let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Hey, watch the ball.
He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact...
Why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Hey, 58 is a mic. Going 58's the mic.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Opposite. Alert, 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 alert.
58's the mic, 58.
Hey, seam 6, seam 6. God.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down.
Watch the slack. Watch the slack.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
95's Mike. Watch 95. Let's go, baby. Return up. Let's get that ball.
Real.
Let's get that ball.
Check 37. Check 30. Hurry.
Bang, bang, bang.
Run.
Bang, bang.
My God.
A second down throw for Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Bravo. Go.
On third down, Mayfield.
What we got?
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
I'm here all day.
And this time, Rosen will throw. And the catch made by Hilton. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The Texans here on third down putting an extra defender in the secondary. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Right there.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Now they're just going to run it here up the middle. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up third down.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down.
58's the mic. 58's the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Hey, echo.
Right over there. Right over
Kings,
there.
Kings, Kings.
Right there.
Watch the pass.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Throw left side, complete to Cup. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
And the Texans first down.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line.
First down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Again, it's Elliott. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Our time. It's our time.
Real.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Cooper Kupp with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. but I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
This is taken at his 4.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
On second and very short. Rosen complete to Hilton. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They come up in an offset eye. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Cook, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
And goal at the 8-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Mike 53. Get ready. Get ready.
To throw is Rosen. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Parkey with the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. But blitz coming, and down he goes. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but just show them a lot of different looks. And they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the gun, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And taken right at the 35. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
Mike, 45.
I know he ain't got it.
Banjo, banjo, banjo. Check safety, check safety.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Hey, who we go?
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Yeah. You don't want none. Check 3. Check that Monday.
On second and 11 now. Rosen skirts by him at the 35. He's got it to Hilton. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Cook following the penalty. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Dalvin Cook with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Parkey adds the extra point, and we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll run with Elliott. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
51, Mike. Mike 51.
Hey, Haywood.
Field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Safarian-Jenkins has it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And that one results in 35 yards.
And the Texans first down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
I can't believe it. Hurry, hurry!
Mayfield to throw it.
Strip that ball.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Texans on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Get there.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Let's get off the field.
Hurry!
Off the field.
Hey, Alpha!
125. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Tight dog.
Regular. My touch!
On 1st and 10, Mayfield going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. So they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You got three down.
They run, Cook. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the run.
Quick the edge. Alert.
45, Mike, 45. Let's go, Heavy.
Now Rosen looking to throw. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 44-yard line. Rosen now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10.
No. Off.
Hey, alert. One day.
Motion.
Rosen will throw. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check tight. Back's mine. Shift.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Jair Alexander up to make the tackle. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
You think you gonna get this?
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Hard throw, incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
95. Come on, football. Hurry.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That'll be caught by Cup. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
All day.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Check.
Oh, Rosen's going to throw it. Completes it to Hardman.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. Oh, Rosen is stripped to the football. And the Texans scoop it. Does the big boy have the juice? And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Texans 35, Jaguars 31.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Ricky. Hey, alert. Check 43. Switch.
From midfield now, here's Rosen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances.
45.
That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Open man there is Malone. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. He's back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down.
Keep it up. Hold the look, hold. Monday. Check 45 to my.
They're going on 4th down. Rosen, now a desperation throw deep. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
50. 180. Cut.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you? Because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game, on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for the Texans, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta